Today we didn't have much time, but I set up this quick, monster-based activity in our tough tray. It was great fun, creative, and also practicing math skills. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in and you want more ideas like this in the future, hit that subscribe button and I'll explain a bit more. I'll also tell you where you can find these fantastic monster printables. Today we didn't have much time, but I set up this quick, monster-based activity in our tough tray. It was great fun, creative, and first I set up the Play-Doh and laminated the monster body parts, placing them in our tough tray. But you could just as easily do this on a table. Then I let my kids discover it. They love the surprise of finding a new setup, so they will often take the invitation to play with them without even any prompting. Once they're already engaged, you can take this opportunity to further this learning. At an appropriate moment or a natural lull in play, see what you can add to what your children are already doing. The kids began by using their creative skills to make an alien or monster body out of the Play-Doh, and then adding the laminated features to create their own crazy creatures. These creatures were given names and identities were created for them, including special abilities that my boys said they had. The kids began by using their creative skills to make an alien or monster body out of the Play-Doh, and then adding the laminated features to create their own crazy creatures. Their creative play with these models is such fun to watch, and I love to see how their storytelling abilities develop over time. Once I spotted the natural lull in this play, but before they abandon the activity, I will ask them if I can join in. I explain that I'm going to play a new game where I have to create the monster according to the numbers that I roll on my dice. I'll invite them to take up the challenge too. So we made the body shape first, as before, and then we picked a feature to start with, such as the eyes. Rolling the dice gave us the amount of eyes that we needed to add to our monster. There's lots of math skills involved in this activity, as well as a creative element. When the child rolls the dice, they have to identify the number that they've rolled. As adults, we can quite easily recognise the number of dots on the side of a dice and link it to a digit. However, this skill, which is called subitizing, the recognising of a number of objects without counting each one separately, that's quite a skill for children to learn and requires a lot of practice. So activities like this that do it in a fun way are great. Once they know the number of eyes, for example, that they need to add, the child uses one-to-one correspondence to count these items out. You can help support your child with this by moving one item with them at a time and saying one number clearly as they do so. It really helps if you can get into a steady rhythm with this. They may also need support to recognise when they've reached the final number that they were asked to, rather than simply continuing to count until all the eyes have been added. For more tips about how I use a tens frame to support my kids learning to count, I'll link a video that I've previously done in the description on this. I also like to point out that all the printables used in this video are linked in the description below as well. So there you have it, a simple activity that will support maths or simply creative play. A fun addition to your play at home, or ideal if your child has a play date coming round. Perfect for a Halloween theme too. My kids loved this activity and didn't even realise all the learning they were doing along the way. Keep inspiring learning with your kids, and bye-bye for now.